I had no idea that you did this stuff. I mean, I've had some other opportunities to do this through the library, but this was something that was so immediately applicable and so clearly related to what I do and what my colleagues do that I felt as if I wasn't in the library in a way. And I don't mean that as an insult to the library, but if I had been invited to some sort of an off-campus event that did this, that's how it felt. So it was pretty impressive.
I was not honestly aware of the extent to which the library provided services, as well as the depth of knowledge that the librarians here have. So to learn that, I'd spoken to Latika, who is our department or our college's librarian. She's assisted me with some of the things that I'm doing in my own studying. But in relation to curriculum development and just frameworks and structures and putting together the pieces that tie into everything related to administration as well as curriculum development and instruction, I mean, it's like a one-stop shop for for assistance, which is awesome. So again, as a new employee, I think that the resources have been put into place at the library to facilitate success, not only at the student level, because most people tend to think of the library as a place for the student to come and get what it is that they need for their research, and don't recognize that that's only a fraction of what most librarians do. They do instruction, they do curriculum development, they're up to date with the most current research, and then they can filter that information for us and help us, who primarily instruct, assist our students and improve ourselves, it's professional development. So today was a great example, yesterday and today. This institute has provided a great opportunity for us to develop professionally on the curriculum development side, which will translate into the classroom.
Well, I've always had a real high regard for Latika because she's been a tremendous asset. But what it has done is just broaden my respect and admiration for the library. I was a graduate student here, and so I started off in the old library. It's now the Boyd Law School. And knew that it was a fantastic structure, but the people that are employed here are really terrific. And I think that's something that I know at our table we discussed is, what terrific resources we have available to us here, and the enthusiasm and willingness of the staff here to help us with our teaching. And it's been a great experience. I mean, a lot of times we approach these things with a little bit of hesitation, and I think the end result is that everybody has found this pretty darn beneficial, and glad we did it, and ready to jump into the classroom now, and let's get started.
I have to be honest. Prior to the Faculty Institute, I didn't really, I love Latika Grays. I love her. And I've used her in different ways, but prior to the Faculty Institute, I didn't really consider the library as a partner in course design. I considered the library as a reference. If I got into problems, I called. But I didn't look at the library as some place to start out in my course design, or as a partner in course design. You were more as a rescue mission. Now, before I start with for example, I taught a graduate level course, and before I started designing that course, I went to Latika and said, let's sit down and let's work together. And how can you help me design this course? And I won't ever design a new course without bringing my partners from the library in. I won't ever do that again, because I know that I know what you guys can do for me now. I know the resources are here, and I know the skills. and the quality of the individuals here. And that was something I didn't know. And that's ignorance on my part, that I neglected to learn. And I think that it's sad that I don't think I'm unusual as a faculty member here. I think that I'm the norm when I talk because, well, you and I know we both serve on many university committees, and when I talk to my colleagues on these committees about the library, most of them are the way I was a year ago, in that the library is someplace we go when we have problems or we send our students to, but we don't consider you as a partner. And I think the more those of us who've been involved with faculty institutes go out and preach the word to our fellow colleagues, the more you'll have acolytes like me.